If I could reach through this screen, look you in the eye, and give you the greatest secret I've ever discovered in my lifetime of studying men who rose from dust to dynasty, from poverty to prosperity, from nothing to something, do you know what I would whisper into your ear? Discipline. Yes, discipline, not motivation, not luck, not even intelligence, is the dividing line between a life fully lived and one barely begun. It is the rarest form of power, the least glamorous, yet the most unstoppable. For while the world applauds talent and celebrates genius, what it truly bows to, what it depends on, is discipline. Discipline is what carries you when emotion abandons you. It is what whispers, "Get up," when comfort screams, "Stay down." It is what separates the man who wants from the man who has. And if you master it, if you truly build your life on its shoulders, there is nothing beyond your reach. You see, every great figure of history that we praise, Ford, Edison, Carnegie, they were not extraordinary men born with divine gifts. They were ordinary men who made an extraordinary decision to live with discipline, to live by principle, not feeling, to act on vision, not convenience. Consider Edison. Thousands of failures, thousands of attempts, yet never once did he lose faith. Why? Because he was anchored not in the fleeting winds of inspiration, but in the solid steel of discipline. His life's work was not a miracle. It was a result of a man who kept showing up day after day, regardless of how he felt. And what about you? What would your life become if you simply refused to quit? If you decided that your goals mattered more than your mood? That your future deserved your best, even on your worst days? Let me tell you, discipline is the quiet killer of procrastination. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg. It doesn't bargain. It moves quietly, relentlessly, forward. And in that movement, mountains are moved, dreams are built, and legacies are born. But let us not confuse discipline with suffering. No. Discipline is not punishment. It is power. It is not suppression. It is freedom. For when you are disciplined, you are free. Free from regret. Free from excuses. Free from the chaos that enslaves the undisciplined. Discipline gives your life a backbone. It says no when temptation knocks. It says yes when fear says wait. It does not need applause. It does not seek comfort. It seeks completion, and it finishes what it starts. Now here's the truth. No one is born with it. You cultivate it. You build it, brick by brick. You wake up a little earlier. You say no a little more often. You push a little further every single day. And over time, what was once difficult becomes effortless. What once broke you now builds you. That's the hidden reward of discipline. It strengthens your character in ways motivation never could. When you discipline your focus, your energy flows where it matters. When you discipline your body, your mind becomes sharper. When you discipline your habits, your future becomes inevitable. And still, most will avoid it. Most will wait for a feeling. Most will scroll, complain, make promises they never intend to keep. And then there are the few, the rare ones, who decide, who say, I am not going to live one more day beneath my potential. And they do. Not someday. Not next week. They do it now. So ask yourself, are you one of them? Because this is where the line is drawn. Not in ability, but in consistency. Not in brilliance, but in behavior. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being committed, especially when it's hard, especially when it's lonely, especially when the world doesn't understand. Your greatness will not be born on the easy days. It will be forged in silence when no one claps, when no one sees, when every voice inside you says, give up, and you say back, not today. That is where discipline lives. That is where your destiny is waiting. You want to change your life? Then discipline your thoughts, discipline your time, discipline your associations. Stop wasting energy on people who pull you backward. Start surrounding yourself with those who pull you higher. Write down your goals. Wake up with purpose. Build rituals around your future. Refuse to negotiate with laziness. Because every time you say yes to discipline, you say yes to your destiny. And don't wait for motivation to carry you. It won't. It dies fast. But discipline grows. It compounds. It takes a seed and turns it into a harvest. Every day you show up, you plant. And one day, without warning, you will wake up in the very future you once only dreamed of. That's how it works. Discipline is the currency of achievement. It is how the poor become powerful. It is how the unknown become unforgettable. And it is available to you right now. So build it, respect it, protect it, and let it build you. Because the moment you choose discipline, you begin to separate yourself from the noise, from the masses who start but never finish, who want but never commit, who hope but never move. Discipline makes you rare. It makes you valuable. It makes you a force that life can no longer ignore. You become one of the few, one of the builders, the finishers, the unshakable few who don't just dream, but deliver. And here's what they don't tell you. Discipline does not just shape your results. It shapes your identity. You stop being the person who talks, and you become the person who acts. You stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start declaring, "Watch me." Discipline rewires your self-image. It takes you from victim to victor, from uncertain to unbreakable. Do you want confidence? Discipline builds it. Do you want freedom? Discipline earns it. Do you want legacy? Discipline creates it. Every moment you honor your commitments, you build the kind of self-respect that no one can give you and no one can take away. And over time, the world begins to reflect that back to you. Doors open, people notice, opportunities appear, not because you chased them, but because you became the person who attracts them. But here's what matters most. It's not just about your success, it's about your impact. Discipline isn't only for you, it's for the generations watching you. Your children, your friends, your future self. They need you to rise. They need you to become. Because your example will be someone else's permission. Your consistency will be someone else's breakthrough. Your discipline will be someone else's hope. So what are you waiting for? You don't need more information. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to decide. You need to move. You need to act like your dream is already yours. And your only job now is to earn it. Get up tomorrow with clarity. Go to bed tonight with resolve. Cut the distractions, remove the excuses, lock in on your goals like your life depends on it, because it does. You're not running out of time, you're running out of chances to become who you were born to be. So move. Train like the life you want is on the line. Work like the door is about to open. Show up like the world is already watching, because it is. The world does not need more talkers, it needs more doers. And that begins with you, today, right now, in this moment. Not someday. Not when I feel ready. This is your call. This is your challenge. This is your day one. So stand tall, walk forward, and build the life discipline promised you. Let them remember not just what you achieved, but how you showed up every single day, long after the mood was gone, long after the applause faded, and long before anyone else believed it was possible. That is the mark of a disciplined life. That is the legacy of a leader. And that is how greatness is forged. Now go and let the world feel the power of a disciplined man who refuses to be average. Your future is waiting. Get after it.